and welcome to Games Radar. I'm Zoe and I'm here with Rachel, who's seen Cyberpunk 2077 in action, which I'm super jealous about. So first off, talk us through what you saw.
They showed us a 50-minute gameplay demo from quite early on in the game and some of the Ripper Dock upgrades that you can give yourself early on to increase your abilities.
So these upgrades, where do they go? Because I'm assuming they're on your face?
We had a new eyeball put in, which was an upsetting section. But that was brilliant because once you have that implant, you can scan the world around you and people to pick up extra information. And we also had a transdermal implant in our arm, which meant that when we were holding a weapon, we could see our ammo levels and things like that. That was really useful.
That's so cool. So what was the quest? Did you have to shoot someone? Did you have to find someone?
So we did a job for Dexter DeShawn, who is one of the fixers in the world of the game, and you'll do extra side missions to build up street cred. You'll also do them to earn credits. This one was a complicated one that sort of branched off in all different kinds of ways. We ended up trying to recover some military tech from a gang, but got involved with a corporation sort of businesswoman who made us part of the plan by putting a virus on the money chip, and then so when we went in to get this spider robot, it's very complicated, the lore of Cyberpunk. But essentially what happened was a massive gun battle, but we came away with a spider bot. So
sweet.
That was good.
So a lot of factions that work in Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, so there's
then.
all different gangs. So these were a psycho gang that sort of are fascinated with different types of technology. So half of them had bits of their faces missing, and instead they had kind of scanners implanted. It was kind of disgusting.
But cool, right?
Yeah, but cool. We got to learn about lots of different skills that you'll use in the game, including grabbing an enemy, sticking essentially a USB drive into him, which hacks him, so then you can hack all the people connected to him, so you can jam their weapons. We got to see the weapons in action. There was some great, because I mean it is primarily a shooter, which was one of the interesting things about the game, especially if you're used to kind of Witcher, which is much more kind of your traditional fantasy RPG. This felt a lot more modern. But yeah, some of the guns included one that had kind of enemy tracking bullets, which looked amazing because they arced away from the gun and then into the enemy. And we had ones that could ricochet, so you could line up a shot really nicely and take someone out. I mean, there's so much detail in the world. There's so much there. The character customization was really deep. You just watched this 50-minute gameplay demo wishing you were playing.
So what surprised you most about the demo?
I think I was surprised how deep everything went. There seemed to be, for every conversation, there seemed to be lots of dialogue options. It looked as if just simple things like choosing an outfit was going to have a pretty intense effect on your stats. There was kind of hints of all different types of vendors you could go to. So we went to a Ripper Dock, who is legal, but later on you can visit illegal Ripper Docks who sell kind of black market military tech that you can have implanted. So I don't know what I'd been expecting, but there was so much more to the world than I thought there would be, even at this early stage. And it is really, really early. This is the first gameplay demo. It's the first time they've even really sort of shown us anything of the world. But I was really, really excited. The world looks amazing as well. It's all grimy and trashy, and there's sort of graffiti everywhere and burning cars, but neon as well. Everything looks a bit Blade Runner-y and sexy. I was excited.
Yeah, I can tell. Part of their big thing is they want a living city. Did you get to glimpse any of that in action?
There definitely seemed to be a lot of NPCs around. How much of those will feel kind of like real people when you're spending a lot of time with them is another matter. But it looked as if there was sort of different gangs, and there was some people walking around in robes that looked sort of vaguely cultish. So I feel like they might play a big part later on. And there is a lot of lore because it is based on a kind of old role-playing game. I say old, not that old, but a role-playing game that has a lot of source material, and they're working with the original writer. So there's lots to draw on, and I'm really excited to see just how deep it's going to go.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it in action. I'm possibly green with envy that I didn't get to see it myself. But Rachel's brought it to life for you now, so thanks for watching.